good, whatever it is, wherever you are. My name is Katie O. This is Moon Mama Musings. Welcome back to my living room for another energy peephole for today, the 13th of November, 2021. We're in a waxing gibbous moon in the sign of Pisces. And I heard that the storm subsides, a lull in the rainfall, just like a little moment of calm amongst a big weather event. It's almost like there has been a lot of rushing emotions in the last little while. And you're having a moment of calm where the clouds part for a minute and it gets bright and quiet just to be able to process what the heck is going on. Because there's a lot. Today is a little bit of a break in the clouds. Yeah. Just give you some time to catch your breath and grasp what the heck is it's nuts. It's nuts. There's a lot of shit going on. The portal was intense. 11/11 was intense. And we are coming through these energies going like, holy hell. Some of us have been absolutely battered by the water. Yeah, whether that be our emotions, our subconscious, feminine energy. It's just in your face. It's in your face. All right. But today we get a moment of reprieve. Okay, we have 6 aspects that we want to talk about. The first being that the moon is trying... okay, hold on a second. Okay. All right, we can speak words now. We're going to use words and speak them. Okay, the moon is in a sextile with Venus. We're feeling nurtured or nurturing right now, I'm hearing. That feminine energy is coming through and it's bringing a great motherly touch to the healing. Yeah, but maybe it's in a bit of an unexpected way or an unhabitual way. Venus in Capricorn is not the most exalted and beautiful of the Venusian energies. All right, Venus in Capricorn it's not light and fluffy. But whatever way that it's representing itself right now, this nurturing is definitely making us feel very sturdy. And it's presenting to us the proof to believe that we have got the necessary structures in place or the right backup at our side to do whatever it is that we have to do with regards to these Venusian energies, with if it's relationships, money, sex, creativity, beauty, any of those kinds of things. We've got remarkable backup. Okay. So the moon is also in a trine with Mars and also with Mercury. So I'm hearing that the transformative actions have been triggering us for our greater good. Okay, yeah, moon in Pisces, we might have been feeling a certain way. But with a trine with Mars in Scorpio, Mars is in Scorpio takes action that changes things. It's the pulling the pin out of the grenade, which triggers a greater reaction. And whatever actions we've been taking in the recent past and in the current, like in the right nowsies, or the ones that we're gearing up towards taking in the near future, they are definitely triggering an emotional response, but we know that we're going to come through the other side and be better for it. With the moon also trining Mercury, we have maybe had some very interesting and different energy exchanges lately, whether they be conversations that went differently than you expected to. You might be embracing a certain amount of technology that you never have before. You might be willing to travel and to move around a lot more than you were before. You might be having growth in your relationships with different people, and it doesn't always have to be romantic. It can be with your family, with your friends, with your dog, with yourself. But communication has been greatly affected, and with the trine, again, it's an expansive energy. It's like all of these differing exchanges, with whatever they are, the way that they're coming about in a different way. It's affirming to us how much we have grown at the core of our being. I'm hearing, literally, we've made so many changes, and it's like we have completely transformed who we are on the interior. And it's not that it wasn't always there. It's just that we're coming to terms. Oh, beautiful. Sorry, a bunch of birds flew overhead. I love birds. It's like it's always been in there, but we are really bringing it forth, and we are really being shown once and for all. And like, yep, complete affirmation for you that inner goopy bits of yourself, that subconscious, that those inner secrets, they are right up on the surface now. All right, the moon is also sextiling Uranus, and I hear that this is it's a great appreciation of the upheavals that we've been undergoing. We mourn the losses while we celebrate, uh, while we also celebrate the tragic beauty of the situation. It's finding the silver linings in these moments. There's been dark clouds, absolutely, but we are more able now to find silver linings through these hardships than we ever have before. We're looking at these challenges we've experienced and going, all right, yes, that totally sucked, but look at this beautiful thing that's come of it. Really, really beautiful energy. Okay, Mercury is also in opposition with Uranus. So I'm hearing that this is wiping the slate clean. This is like it's fessing up, it's speaking your mind, it's getting real deal, it's not being afraid, it's not holding back, especially with regards to communication. This particular one, Mercury opposite Uranus, I'm feeling big communication vibe in terms of actual speech. Is that there's some sort of energy exchange that has to happen that wipes the slate clean. It's about admitting you're wrong, or saying you're sorry, or fessing up to something that you did, or whatever it is. It's wiping the slate clean, and it's now or never too. It's now or never. I feel that you've been feeling the fire under your ass to do something like this for a long time, to be honest with somebody, or to have a difficult conversation, or whatever it is. And it's like you know that the time has been ticking out, and that you'll never. It's like maybe it's no. You know that if you don't do something about this soon, you'll lose your opportunity to do it, and you do feel that it's important for you to do, for your integrity. It might not be. I don't know. It's almost like it's a one-sided conversation where it's like you know that either you or another person has to say something, and it doesn't really affect the scenario anymore. Yeah, it doesn't change anything what has to be said, but it needs to be said in order to be able to look yourself in the mirror, or in order for somebody else to look themselves in the mirror. It's something very, very, very important that it's now or never. You got to wipe the slate clean in the name of your own integrity. Uranus is trying to coax you into being authentic in exchanges, and it will not take no for an answer anymore. Okay? Yeah, it won't take no for an answer. And I'm hearing with Uranus, it's like if you're going to say no to it this time, it's just going to crumble. It's going to tear everything apart. And like I said, you're just going to have to live with that, or this person is just going to have to live with that lack of integrity. Okay, and last but not least, we have the moon squaring Black Moon Lilith, which I'm hearing very strongly, very, 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 very strongly, beware of negative self-talk. Okay? Black Moon Lilith can be very guilty of squashing herself sometimes. She knows that she doesn't have to because she's doing the right thing, but because other people are telling her she should, she squashes herself down. Beware your negative self-talk today. Okay? Be very, very careful. Things might not go your way, but it's not your fault. Okay? And you don't have to berate. And even if it is your fault, you don't have to berate yourself. Okay? It is what it is. You do the best that you can, and with the tools that you have, and sometimes it doesn't always go well. So do not let your old wounds or your old shame or this old news kind of hold you back. Okay? Don't let it squash you down. Don't let it like solidify old patterns that you've already moved away from. You don't need them anymore. You already know that you didn't need them anymore. And they're going to try and creep their way back in. So just say no. Say no. Okay, we're going to get you a card of the day from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. We have the Two of Wands and the Star. Ooh, amazing. Okay, so first of all, this Two of Wands card is really interesting. It came up recently in a reading that I did for somebody, and it was really, really beautiful because it feels like you're sitting on a shelf right now, yeah? You're sitting on this shelf, you're sitting on the roof of the home that you want to create or something like that, and you're like, you've got the world in your lap, right? You've got all of the material world very, very much in your face. And this could be because you've grabbed it so close because you've been so focused on your material world, or because it's been dumped in your lap and you have no choice. But you're still not really looking at it. You know, you're still not really looking at this thing that's in your lap, this fucking massive cycle that needs to be taken, that needs to be closed out. Excuse my language. It needs to be shut out. The World card in tarot is often about the completion of a cycle as well. And this is telling me that with this world in your lap, you are like really, you cannot, it's now that you close this thing out. But you're still like in the moon. You're still looking at this like full moon energy, this like strong buildup of energy, and you're letting it distract you from the thing that you actually have to do. And with the star card coming out, they're saying, look, if you've got to look up here, look towards the stars, because they're the ones that are going to heal you. All right? This little lady this little fairy is sitting in the portal, sitting in the doorway of the Taj Mahal. All right? She's got it all, and she's got this castle that she's built. And yeah, there's darkness behind her for sure. But she's a little fairy, and she spreaded her little wings, and she has her little star wand, and she understands healing now that she's able to like go around and be like, boop, there's some healing for you. Boop, there's some healing for you. Boop, there's some healing for you. But you're choosing to not do it for yourself. You're able to help all kinds of other people do their healing. You're able to be this inspiration for others. But you're like, when the world is in your lap, you're like, oh, look at the moon. It's so pretty. Cut that out. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. You've typecasted yourself, I'm hearing. It's an energy that came up not so long ago. Sorry for the construction noises. You've typecasted yourself. It's like you wore a pretty dress one time, and then you were like, oh God, now I can never take it off. You've like locked yourself into this garden party, which was like, it was meant to be for an afternoon. And then you kind of just stuck around in your fancy dress and like was like, yep, I guess this is where I live now. You don't have to wear these costumes. You don't have to put on these masks. You don't have to gallivant around looking at the moon and going, oh, look how pretty this shit is. Oh my God. Making small talk, I'm hearing. Yeah, it was only meant to be for a short period of time, and you've carried on this energy of putting on a costume for everybody around you for far too long. And it's time to clear that out. It really is. It's truly time to clear that out. Okay, let's see what the bag of tricks has to say for us. I'm going to get 3 groups of 3s today. And pulling them. Nope. Okay. Journey, completion, threshold. Okay, you've been undergoing a seemingly endless journey, okay? And it involved a lot of feeling bare bones, yeah? Being stripped down, like being skinned alive, it felt like. But the thing is that, like, you are literally on the verge of every good thing coming to you. You're at the threshold now. We've been talking about the threshold for some time, and I'll be honest, hey, I'll admit my mistake. I thought that the threshold was a long time ago, and maybe for some of you it already was. But this is the true one. The journey is coming to an end now, and you are on the verge of you're on your own doorstep. This is like the 6 of Wands vibe, where the victorious warrior comes back and is able to sleep in their own bed for the first time. You're literally come to the end of this journey, and you are standing on the doorstep of your own home, and you're not going inside yet. You're literally standing there going, oh my God, is my wife going to want to see me? Are my children going to remember me? Like, do I even remember how to clean dishes? How am I going to be able to just fall back into home life after all of this war and this gore and this stretching me to the ends of my wits? You're literally looking back at all of the journey that you've gone through, all of these things, and you're wondering if you're like too scarred from it to actually fall back into this beautiful home life that you desire. You're worried that you're going to open this door and you're going to wreak havoc on the peace that's already in this home. And that's not what's going to happen. You've closed out these cycles. You've finished with the war. And the war doesn't follow you back into this safe haven that you've created for yourself. And it's been waiting for you. Yeah? You're on the threshold. Just walk inside. Introduction, detour, and blind spot. Okay. So I'm hearing that you had a really strong resistance to something. Yeah. You had a blind spot. Yeah. You had something that you weren't looking at. You had something that you weren't brave enough yet to acknowledge as part of yourself, or to accept as part of your journey or growing or whatever it may be. But they needed to introduce this to you by taking you on a long fucking detour. That journey was a lot longer than it needed to be because there was this blind spot that you just kept on not looking at. It's like the idea I'm seeing that it's like when you learn how to drive, you're taught to check your blind spots. But if you don't do it, you often have a couple of accidents. Yeah, it's like a kid learning to drive and totaling a couple of cars before he realizes that, oh my God, I have to remember to check the blind spot. I have to remember to check the blind spot. So you're brought on some mega detours in order for you to get used to the idea of checking your blind spots more often. Fear of lack, soul connection, and gifts. Okay, so you're being brought in some very interesting people in your life, and they're going to be a gift to you, and you're going to be a gift to them, and it's all going to be beautiful and harmonious and all of that. But you are still coping with your fear of lack, with your fear of, oh my God, am I going to be able to provide for this partner? Oh my God, am I going to be able to have enough money to, if we have children? Oh my God, am I going to be able to have the time to take on this extra workload at my job? Oh, am I going to be able to have enough energy to clean my big, beautiful house that I've just bought? Oh, uh, am I going to be enough to maintain this new energy? Am I going to be enough to nourish this soul connection as it wants, as I intend to? Don't worry, okay? Literally, you're standing on the door of your castle and just go inside. It's nourishing. It's everything that you need it to be. You are going to be able to honor this soul connection. You are going to be able to honor these gifts that you're being given. You're all going to be able to honor yourself. But the only thing keeping you from it is just not believing in yourself as being able to be part of the development of it. You're going to be able to nurture and create so beautifully with whatever is going on and whatever is coming to you. So really don't you worry your pretty little head, okay? You're going to have the affirmations very soon that you've got all this covered. All right? Okay, my dears, I'll be back tomorrow, but until then, I'm sorry for anything you're going through if I've made you feel a certain way. Thank you for being a beautiful being and lending your energy to this circuit that I hold so dear. Thank you to your guides, my guides, the Ascended Masters, the angels, whatever other energies have been involved in us finding these clear, concise messages for our greatest good in a timeless manner, whether it's right now in the near or distant future. If we're here listening to this, there is a message for us pertinent to what we are dealing with at the current moment. I love you to the moon and stars and to infinity and beyond and back, and I accept this, and I hope you do too, but if not, it's all good. It's all good. Bye!